All right. So setting up a bridge stanchion for a concrete application where we have rebar or shear studs. So first of all, I'll get you caught up on what I've already done because I've already put some of this together. So first thing, come on in here. Our stanchion right here. So this is loose. I didn't tighten any of this stuff up here. But I put the stanchion in here. You can see there's 3 adjustments. I can take this bolt out. I can lean it this way or lean it the other way, but it needs to be in one of those 3 there. And then the bolts, they just go all the way through here. Pretty simple. And then I put this U-bolt on here. It's captured here with a pin. Make sure you put that shear pin in there. It's not locked down or bent back like it should be because I want to take it off here in a little bit. And then our tension clip goes on just like that. Okay. Our second piece back here, I've already installed. If you can come on in here, I've already installed the shackle. So there's just a pin that holds this in there. First you put the nut on there, then put that in there, the pin to make sure that or the Carter key so that the nut doesn't back off and holds right in here. And then also this doesn't come installed right here, this little pin here. So this you just push in, and there's 2 little pins in the bag that you actually hammer through to keep that pin locked in there, and that's what keeps the chain in place. So pretty simple there. Okay, so I got a makeshift bridge here. These are our shear studs or our rebar that's sticking up. This is just PVC pipe here. Do make sure that that whatever you're putting this on is more than 20 inches wide. I don't think that this is, but it's sort of makeshift so we can see what we're doing here. So we'll put this piece on first. You bring this right up. You butt it right up to the shear stud here, and then we're going to take this piece here. You get 4 of those in there. With that on the back side, just like that. Get both of them started here. And there's tension specifications in the book. I can't remember what they are, but yeah, make sure you pay attention to those. Anyway, we would do both of those. You don't need to see me do the other one, but that locks this piece in place here. Okay, now we're going to go over, do very much the same thing with this piece here. All right, this again butts right up against our shear studs. Our rebar right there, and we do very much the same thing. Actually, here, I'll do this one so you can kind of see it here. You do want to make sure that your rebar is between 1/2 inch and 1 inch to accommodate these fixings on this side here. There we go. Of course, we would lock this one in over here as well. Okay, so this is going to be solid this way. That's going to be fairly solid this way, and then we're going to feed the chain through here. Just fairly self-explanatory. And we're going to get this as tight as the chain will allow. I think I can get one more out of this. Put this back here. Yeah, maybe I can. There we go. Get one more out of there. There we go. That's fairly taut right there. And then of course we're going to have a horizontal lifeline on here that's going to go that way. It's going to pull this one this way. I'd have another one of those over there pulling our horizontal lifeline. Do make sure that you use MSA horizontal lifeline with this. One other note, if you're transitioning from section to section, we can put one of these, imagine just flipping this around, and then this piece would be back here going that way, so that our transition from one horizontal lifeline to another is only about this much. So essentially we would have a chain crossing here, coming down here. So if you have a double-legged lanyard, you could transition from one to the other, because if we put this one here going that way, you'd have a really long span and you certainly couldn't transition. So that's it. Thanks.